Hi, all Govinda. This is Madhav Lasya from Channel ML. So today we are going to discuss about the Pita Pacifying daily routine and also food we need to avoid. So if you're not aware of what body type you belong to, whether it's Vata, Pitta or Kapha, there are certain Ayurvedic dosha type quiz which you could take it online and you can determine it. But the best way I would suggest you is to actually go to an Ayurvedic practitioner. I go to Santigram where they'll check your nadi, your pulse, and they'll determine what kind of dosha type you belong to. So that is the best way. But if you want to know on the spot, then you can take the dosha quiz and you can determine it. So now going to the pitta type. So pitta body by nature it is very oily, sharp, hot, and then light and spreading liquid. So eating foods and neutralizes these qualities. Foods that are more of dry, mild, cooling, grounding, stabilizing, and dense can help to balance excessive pitta. So I'll be going over certain pitta food things, because the food is what the food is actually determines what we are and who we are, etc. So next thing is you have to favor the cool over warm or hot for pitta. So the raw foods tend to be naturally cooling, and pitta tends to be able to handle them really well than any other body type. So mixing in an assortment of raw foods or vegetables into your generally supportive, especially in the warmer months. On the other hand, it's best to minimize your exposure to hot dishes or foods with a sharp, warming, energetic, or alcohol or caffeine. All these influences will increase the body's heat, which will actually increases the pitta. Favor dense, grounding, and naturally nourishing over light. Generally, these foods will naturally taste sweet. So most grains, milk, root vegetables, seeds, and cooling oils are good examples. But excess pitta can cause sharp and sometimes insatiable appetite. So you have to be very careful in cutting it down. And canned foods, ready-made meals, and pastries such as are often lack prana, that is life forcing energy. So it should be minimized as much as possible. Next, favor dry and dense over oily or liquid food. So pitta's liquid nature and tendency towards excessive oil making dry and astringent food like beans, potatoes, oats, pasta, popcorn, most vegetables are very supportive. When cooking, use a very moderate quantity of high quality oil such as ghee, and minimize the heating oily foods such as deep fried foods, etc. And also minimize hard cheeses, olives, nuts, sour cream, and grains and everything. And rather you can choose for you having a baked tofu rather than a soup, because you should try to avoid hot thing. You should favor only cold over warm or hot. And then favor mild over sharp flavors like pineapples, pickles, vinegar, and sharp aged cheeses are better replaced with milder, great tender tastes those found in apples, cucumbers, lime juices, and soft cheeses. And emphasize sweet. So foods that are naturally sweet sweet fruits, grains, root vegetables, and ghee, fresh yogurt, you should emphasize on that. And also emphasize bitter food karela, bitter melon, collard greens, and all the greens, and dark chocolate, pacifying spices like cumin, neem leaves, saffron. They're all turmeric. They're all have cooling effect and also drying effect. And then emphasize on more on astringent properties, which is contrary to the other things. Legumes such as bean, black eyed peas, chickpeas, kidney beans, pinto beans, soya beans, and so forth are classically astringent in taste. So most vegetables and fruits and baked goods are also very dry, and then so that actually helps you to pacify the pitta and also grounding as well. And what are the food types you have to minimize is pungent food types. Pungent is very spicy and hot flavor, you should never have that for pitta pacifying this. And then sour actually increases more heat and oily texture in the sour, like yogurt, cheeses, and everything. It has oily texture. It will actually aggravate the pitta. And then minimize the salty things, because salty is very dry too, but then it is very hot in nature. So that also you have to minimize it. And another thing when it comes to pitta type is we have to take the pressure off and relax, because pitta will tend to be more emotional, in the sense even a small petty things they'll get more emotional and they'll take the pressure and stress on their head. So try to take the pressure off and relax. It's not easy to do when being in the driver's seat. Just laugh it off with your mistakes, and then try doing the simple things, and then slow down and be playful. So please have a downtime in your day-to-day life, to do certain things which will make you happy, rather than trying to take the stress over your head and thinking you're responsible for everything. So take all those things and then try to cool your down. and do something which you really enjoy. And then prioritizing the bedtime, honor the darkness, that is very important. Prioritize the bedtime, and then, like, because your cool and dark things will help you to pacify the pitta. So you can have some high iPads when you're sleeping. You have to just be completely dark so that you can sleep really well. And also give a ice splash with your, I mean, not ice splash, like, wash your eyes with your cold water every day in the morning, because the excessive pitta can affect the eyes as well. So that also will help us to pacify pitta. And exercising for pitta type is also very very difficult, because like they should not be sweating, the body should not get hot. So certain exercise includes like yoga, swimming, cycling and everything, which will make us cool, because swimming is really helpful for pitta body type, because even though we are not sweating, we are in the cool water, so it will help us to keep our body cool, and then, like, try to pacify pitta. So these are the things for the pitta pacifying diet. So I'm also starting a fresh batch for Devaganam class on October 4th at 10 a.m. CST, and also October 8th at 10 a.m. CST. So it's just weekly once. You can choose either between Monday or Friday. If anybody is interested, please text me at 469-237-1671, or email me at madhavalasya@gmail.com. Actually, Devaganam is a versatile musical format which is sung only by the demigods. It's not the usual Carnatic music or Western music or Hindustan music which we learn here on earth. So I am blessed to learn this from Srimati Saubhagyalakshmi Sriram Bharati Gurumami. So I would like to spread this unique musical style format to everyone as much as possible, if God is willing, if Sriman Narayana is willing. So please feel free to text me or WhatsApp me if you're interested, so that I can share the Zoom details with you all. So until then, stay safe. Please wear mask when you're going out. Please use reusable bags when you're taking it out. And then, like, take care, and Goda Govinda. Thank you.